Hello everyone, today I'd like to show you a little demo of Visits SPy BBS, the website side. Okay, we're going to go to www. Okay, try that again. I'm going to give you a fairly thorough rundown of what's on my BBS. Okay, this is the main title screen you'll get when you log into it. We use the existing user login using Windows clients, and I'm going to log in with my name. Okay, the file library. Let's make sure everything is correct. This should have only the ones, yes. They're now correct. They've been added. We also have my shared Atari files. Quest Atari ST files. Quest Atari ST Quest Library in 8-bit index. They're all there. Links. Jaguar. Harmony Creations from Mixcraft. All the stuff I did, this will all work on the Atari ST. Floppy comms. Atari ST stuff again. Now if we go to 2600 VCS, we've got all the stuff for the 2600, 5200. It's all correct. 7800, 3D asteroids, everything's correct. 8-bit preserved. These are all the discs that have been preserved on the 8-bit. And you need for these you need pretty well to have a special drive to do this. It will not work on a normal file. These are all original files. Okay, let's go to Atari Portfolio. We have the Atari Portfolio files, zip CD, ADR book, Plato, Terminator 2, Transfolio, zip, Transshell, zip. Everything's there. Okay, let's close that off and go to client. I want to show you main settings. So let's go to home. Down here we have the news items. How to get online with an Atari Portfolio, how to get online with an Atari Portfolio 2. These have all been put in. Parties. Video page number 1. Best of Meatloaf, 279 video playlist. Best of Queen, best of BTO. If we go back one page, video page number 2, best of Beatles playlist, best of Rush playlist, best of Def Leppard. This is all legal. Official YouTube video. It's just on there for convenience. Video page number 3, best of Iron Maiden playlist, best of Aerosmith playlist, best of Bob Marley. Events. Contest. This has not been set up yet. This is for the Visits SPy BBS username contest. I'm going to create a subscriber section, and it'll be exclusive for people that get on. And the contest is for the wildest, most creative user details. Every month I'll have a special prize for the above. The first one is at the end of September. The second one is the end of October, and the third one is the end of November. 12 users will be given subscriber section. Right now we don't have it, but it's there. Home. There's who's online. Shows me I'm online. Let's go to the file library again. Old-time radio broadcast. Let's play something from Abbott and Costello.
Hey, Abbott.
Yes, Costello?
Are you the manager of this baseball team?
Yes.
Well, now that I'm down here for spring training, I would like to know some of the guys' names on the team, so when I meet them on the street or in the ballpark, I'll be able to say hello to them.
Well, naturally, I'll introduce you to the boys and a regular bunch of boys we have. But you know, strange as it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
Funny names.
Yes, nicknames, pet names, you know, like Dizzy Dean.
His brother Daffy?
Daffy Dean.
I'm their cousin.
Now, what's your first name?
Goofy.
That's what I thought. Well, let's see, we have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
And that,
Camels, the cigarette that's first in the service, presents the Abbott and Costello program. With the music of Lee Stevens and his orchestra, the songs of Connie Haynes and the Camel Quintet, tonight's guest, Miss Marlena Dietrich, and starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
No, Costello. Oh, Abbott, will you stop that noise? What are you doing here in the studio dressing your...
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
NBC brings you Dragnet.
You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to robbery detail. There's a potential killer on the loose in your city. 18 women have been beaten and robbed by this man. The newspapers call him the Werewolf. Your job is to get him.
Around Dodge City, in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke.
Gunsmoke, the story of the violence that moved west with young America. The story of a man who moved with it. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal.
There's one thing sure about life on a cowpen ranch like mine up on Black Mesa. You get to know hard work by its first name. And rest is just a stranger you talk about but seldom meet face to face. The day after Christmas, my partner Buzzo's just...
These are just some of the old-time radio broadcasts that I have on Visits SPy BBS.com. I'm going to show you a few more. We're going to go to the Inner Sanctum and the Black Seagull.
Sanctum Mystery, starring Peter Lorre, brought to you by Carter's Little Liver Pills. Before we open the squeaking door on Inner Sanctum this evening, here's a message the government would like to have passed on to you. Women are urgently needed now in war plants and essential industries. There are all kinds of war jobs which don't involve machinery or tools, such as driving a bus or taxi, working in a laundry, restaurant, school, or day nursery. And in filling these jobs, women are relieving men for heavier work. Ladies, if you live in an area where there's a shortage of war workers, go to the office of the United States Employment Service nearest your home at once. The address is in your local telephone book. But remember, do not move to a crowded war center in search of a job. It will only add to the housing and living problem already existing there. Your first and only necessary step to volunteer your services in a war job is to visit your local United States Employment Service office. Get yourself a war job and hasten the day of victory. And now we open the squeaking door.
Introducing the Daredevils of Hollywood. Hey, Johnny, put a 5K in here, will you? Over a little. Yeah, that's right. Now make it hot.
You want a high hat on this camera, Mr. Martin?
No, that's okay. Well, are you all set, Joe? Have you got that stunt straight?
I think so. I'm supposed to drive this freight around the corner at 60 miles an hour and crash into that plate glass window. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And listen, Joe, when you hit that window, hit it. You know what I mean?
Oh, don't worry. I'll spray that drugstore all over the street.
Yeah, good boy. Now take care of yourself. Okay, everybody, okay.
All right, I'll go back about 150 yards, Mr. Martin. That'll give me plenty of run.
Atta boy. Well, all right, everybody. This is the take. Now, quiet, please, quiet.
All set, Mr. Martin.
Okay, give him a signal. Turn him over. Boy, I hope he makes it. Hey, listen, don't worry. That boy knows his stuff. Oh, say, look at him go around that corner.
From Hollywood, the motion picture capital of the world, we bring you the thrilling true life experiences of those men behind the scenes. Those daring unsung heroes whose breathtaking adventures on the screen have thrilled millions, whose daily jobs bring them face to face with death. Those men who comprise the strangest fraternity on earth, the Suicide Squad, the movie stuntmen, the Daredevils of Hollywood.
Have you heard the weird tales of the Whistler?
I'm the Whistler.
Gentlemen, we 7 scientists have banded together because the government of Austria is in deadly peril. We have evidence that Austria is being dangerously undermined by the Nazis, and that nothing is being done from the standpoint of the law to prevent it. We have therefore resolved to take measures into our own hands and prevent this chaos. At our next meeting, we shall present the names of those in high places who attempt to divide and conquer, and shall decide then as to what action shall be taken against them.
And such was the organization in which Hans Minkler, the young, mild-mannered biologist of Vienna, suddenly found himself a member. Hans Minkler, whose whole life was dedicated to the preservation and the saving of human life. Hans Minkler...
The shadow knows.
Blue Coal presents The Shadow,
The mystery man who strikes terror in the very hearts of shopsters, lawbreakers, and criminals.
The Tom Mix Ralston straight shooters are on the air from coast to coast. When it's Ralston time at breakfast, then it surely is a treat. That rich full flavored Ralston, made from golden western sweet. Wrangler says it is delicious, and you find before you're through. With a lot of cream, but your taste keen, it's top for breakfast too. Ask your mother in the morning, serve you up a steaming plate. It's a grandma whole wheat cereal, and the cowboys think it's great. Want to try it? You have to buy it. Comic says it's swell to eat. Dinner Jimmy too, say it's best for you. Ralston cereal can't be beat.
Tom Mix suspects Jack Sargent of smuggling a gun into the Dobie jail and giving it to Simon Blake so that the dangerous outlaw could use it to make sure of his escape. One reason for Tom's suspicion is that Sargent's own gun is mysteriously missing. If Tom can prove that Sargent gave Blake that gun, he'll have a valuable piece of evidence to help him in his fight for James. Now, Tom has asked the sheriff to post a posse around the base of Bald-Faced Mountain in the belief that Blake is hiding there and that they can starve him out.
Flash Gun Casey, press photographer. Out of a big city's roaring life, out of a great newspaper's pounding heart, come the exciting...
Ladies and gentlemen, the material and direct quotations included in the following program have been taken from authoritative files and from dispatches filed by the Associated Press and International News Service. We present these statements without editorial comment. We assume no responsibility for their content.
The American Broadcasting Company presents 1 out of 7.
Well, folks, that's about all I'm going to show for today. If you want to see more, log on to the website of Visits SPy BBS at www.spybbs.com. And it's port 80, so just www.spyvisitspybbs.com. That's it. That's all. Have a good day.